space flight, and of course the cutting edge research in low Earth orbit. But this allows us to really launch this and move forward, Jonathan, and right now looks very successful.
Yeah, absolutely. So far, so good. And NASA's really trying to foster this low Earth orbit commercial economy that you see SpaceX leading the way in. Right now, the SpaceX Crew-11 is the only U.S. spacecraft that's certified to carry humans to the International Space Station. Of course, competition breeds excellence, so NASA would like to bring in other players. They were hoping to do it earlier with the Boeing Starliner, develop some problems, but they are working on resolving those problems, and so NASA is hoping to fly humans on Starliner by late next year. So you'll have at least one competitor, but very exciting as the low Earth orbit economy moves to the commercial space sector, and that frees up NASA to focus on the really difficult things like returning to the moon, going to the lunar South Pole, where there is believed to be vast amounts of ice that can be converted into rocket fuel or oxygen for life support or even drinking water, and then ultimately supporting perhaps the ultimate adventure of our lifetimes, human missions to Mars, Sandra.
Yeah, to think that Musk founded this company of SpaceX back in 2002, originally headquartered in California, moved to Texas, southern Texas. I mean, it's gone up to 13,000 employees. Revenues, I think, were in the almost $9 billion in 2024. This partnership with NASA, it is, to say the least, it is exciting, Jonathan. So as far as updates from those on board, what will that look like in the coming minutes and hours? It appears right now a little bit of an update coming. Crew-11's launch. They will now fly to catch up with the International Space Station and meet at 3 a.m. Saturday. Jonathan, tell us more about the coming hours.
Yeah, it's really interesting orbital dynamics. Originally, when they were planning on launching yesterday, it would have been a 39-hour flight to the International Space Station. The irony is that launching today, they're actually going to arrive at the same time they were originally planning, around 3 a.m. tomorrow, a much shorter flight, and it just depends on where the space station is, its orbital trajectory relative to the turning of the Earth, Kennedy Space Center. And so the astronauts are going to have a much shorter flight on their way to the International Space Station. Again, docking expected around 3 a.m. It's a very long process because you want to make sure that everything's airtight before you open the hatches and invite the crew members in, but they always make it look so easy. Even the launches into SpaceX and NASA make it look so easy. What we're watching now on your screen is the return of the Stage 1 booster from that SpaceX Falcon 9 rocket that launched the Dragon spacecraft. It is going to attempt a landing here on the Florida Space Coast at the nearby Cape Canaveral Space Force Station, not far from where I'm standing here at Kennedy Space Center. These are always fun to watch, and then again, the difference between speed of light and speed of sound, the big difference, once it lands, only after it lands do you hear the sonic boom from when it's decelerating. Long ago, up in the sky, I'm always prepared for it, and yet it still catches me off guard at the same time, Sandra.
It is, I mean, who doesn't love this? It's very exciting to watch. Crew-11 is the 11th crew rotation mission of SpaceX's human space transportation system, and its 12th flight with astronauts, including the Demo 2 test flight to the space station through NASA's Commercial Crew program. But Jonathan, surely a sign that our space program, and programs I should say, are moving in the right direction.
Oh, this is a great day. This is a great day for NASA. This is a great day for SpaceX, and this is a great day for the commercial space sector in general. So far, everything is going flawlessly, and looking at that booster on the right side of your screen, it's punching through the clouds, and hopefully it will land upright at Canaveral Space Force Station. Should happen just moments from now. Very exciting to watch.
Wow. I mean, just taking in, Jonathan, just incredible to be watching this happening live. Appears to be successful start to finish. Weather obviously was being called into question, but we got a good, that they were good to go. The astronauts were good to go. They were just waiting for those clouds to part. I believe it was even lowered to a 40% chance of takeoff, but they have indeed.
Yeah.
And it is looking good, Jonathan, and things are going well. That's the launch on the screen left moments ago. Real quick, final there, Jonathan.
Yeah, I would just say the lesson is that 40% means the glass is 40% full.
There you go. So you're saying there's a chance. And it did indeed happen.
I'm an optimist.
All right. We will look for updates from the crew on board. Jonathan, thank you so much. All right. So some summer Friday fun before.